602. Boom, 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 boom. Good afternoon, humans. It is 6:02 on February 15th, 2026. It's me, your friend, your princess of Port Richmond, Chris Kennard, joined ever so generously by the effervescent, the handsome, the stoic, the elusive, good old Los Haystack West. My good friend, how are you this evening? Or this afternoon, I should say. It's still technically the last hour before the evening. How are you?
Yeah, what's that about anyway? Like, how do we
Who
determine?
the fuck knows? First and foremost. I don't
How
begin
do
to
we
understand these things, but I don't care.
How do we determine the difference between afternoon, dusk, and evening? What is
I
is
don't be
it
fucking
dusk
with
now? Is 6 o'clock? Is
I don't be
5:30 to
fucking with no
6?
dusk, respectfully. I'll tell you this though. I know it's the evening at 8 o'clock because that was the last hour I could call a customer via customer service when I worked at Lowe's Home Improvement.
Okay.
I would never call a customer after 9 p.m. because at that point, if you're not already just like having dinner with your family, you're asleep in bed. You're not trying to hear about no refrigerator sales. But 8
Exactly.
p.m. is like, hey dog, like come get your shit tomorrow. It's going back on the shelf. Respectfully. All right, peace.
Hey, before you guys go to bed tonight, gotta let you know, you guys might want to get this wash off layaway. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out
Man,
there.
I still got PTSD from that damn place. Brother, I ran into one of my old coworkers on the subway train one afternoon. I'm like, I know that ain't who I think it is. He's like, oh, hey, how's it been? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come see y'all soon. He's like, why would you do that? It's like, very much like, don't come home, bro.
I ran into one of my classmates from middle school earlier today
Middle school.
while I was at the store.
Shout
seeing
out,
her.
bro.
That was good seeing.
Did you go to like the same middle school as me? Did you go to GMS?
Yeah.
Man,
I went
we must have
to
just missed each
Strawberry
other.
Knoll Elementary, Gaithersburg Middle. I was in the 9th grade when you were in the 6th, I think.
Right, we're a couple years separated. That's right.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
would have been no chance. Plus, I was definitely a loser at that point, so we wouldn't have even been homies anyway.
I doubt that.
I had to go find myself, bro. Respectfully, like after 7th grade in public, I had to go to private a couple of years, and that's why I really shook out most of like the awkward out of my system. But I still have some ways to go in high school.
I don't know. I just like hanging out with everybody. Like,
Hey, man.
I didn't care who you were. As so long as you cool peoples, you cool peoples. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
Don't be a weirdo.
Hey, shout out to my boy Cover. You know what I'm saying? I ran into Cover like after high school when I worked on my first Lowe's. Like I was at this restaurant. I think I was one of the ladies I knew at church was moving away, so we were having like a little meal for her. And my boy Cover was in the spot. He's like, "You remember me?" And I'm like, "When we meet?" He's like, "We went to the same high school." I'm like, "We did?" And I'm like, he added me on Facebook, and I'm like, "We have so many mutuals." My brain is scrambled eggs. So shout out to Cover. I know, bro. We got 2 playlists from me because we were at a party and we was talking music, and I'm like, bro, I gotta give you the pack just off the top. You know what I mean? Because you good people's for real. You know what I'm saying? Bro checked up on me during like the height of the lockdown. So shout out Cover one time, bro.
I also want to point out the coincidence that just about every episode I'm wearing the same shirt. It's so coincidental that I looked down at myself today. Was like, do I want to change my shirt? And I
Hell
said,
no, bro.
I
For
said, fuck
what?
it, we ball.
For what? Like, you're presentable. You know what I'm saying? You're a handsome fellow. Who cares? And they were fire. Man, shout out Cover, bro. He actually listened to the playlist for real, for real. I got to work on 2 more tonight, so pray for you. Pray for me, you heard?
Respect.
Tonight's schedule is, you may have noticed that instead of Haystack hates your music, it's Haystack loves Griselda. That is to say, Griselda Records, aka Griselda X Fashion Rebels, aka GXFR. Shout out Buffalo, New York. One of the last few real just like outfits in the industry, in the culture, just pushing that backpacker, you know what I'm saying? The real hip hop.
Buffalo Boys.
Oh my gosh. Shout out New York one time. Big shout out to Conway the Machine, Macami, El Camino, Armani Caesar, Benny the Butcher, Boldy James, Brother Tom SOS, Dissension, Esty Knack, Jay Worthy, Rome Streets, Stove God Cooks, West Side Gun, YN Billy, Camouflage Monk, Conductor Williams, Derringer, and Denny LaFleur.
You done your homework.
No, hey, and honestly, don't glaze me, because literally, what were we just talking about off camera? Wikipedia. I'm on fucking Wikipedia. Do you think I'm an investigative journalist, brother? I'm a nigga with a mic in the basement. Don't glaze me, bro.
Homework enough, dog.
And honestly, I left the link in the doobly doo. So if people are like, I never heard of Griselda before, brother, find out. I put the Instagram for the label in the description. Make some time. People are like, I never heard of that shit, brother. Google is trash, but it still works.
Funny enough, the good brother Kenny, he hit me earlier and it sent me a Hall and Nash. I was like, oh, so you're catching up now. He's like, yeah, I guess so. He's like, I noticed y'all. I remember y'all were doing a Griselda episode, and I figured maybe this would be one of the songs that you might want on it. I said, brother, I had an entire playlist that I had to shred down to 4, so I still have shit on cue. I was like, he was like, oh, by the way, my plug looked like Tito Santana. I said, oh yeah. I said, my nigga just did 10. He came back looking like Sid Vicious.
Don DeMarco.
I can do the West Side Gun wrestling references too.
No, hold up. Wait. I'm so glad you said something, because I figured we'd do a little warm up. You know, we haven't talked in a little time. I know you and I, we love the professional wrestling. I just saw a promo from the scumbag you know and love, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. For some fucking reason, he got the W over Brody King. Side note, fuck Ice, just in case anyone was wondering.
I skipped that match.
Well, hey, I won't judge you for that. You didn't want to see it, so you didn't watch it. But
honestly, I watched that Wheeler Yuta, Marina Shafir versus Timeless Tony and Orange Cassidy match. Was like, yep, I think we're good here. This is what I needed. that was enough for me. I was like, yeah, no, that shit fucked hard. Boy, that was a hell of a match.
All right, but I mentioned MJF because fresh off the W in Grand Slam Australia, he cuts a promo because he's about to do a match on House of Glory against Zilla Fatu, and he's putting up the big, beautiful belts. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Okay, first and foremost, I want you to repeat that again just to make sure I heard that correctly.
MJF cut a promo on Zilla Fatu, putting up his belt, his world title in 5 days. He says, bro, I think you're trash. He says, you're never gonna be as good as The Rock. You'll never be as good as Roman. You ain't gonna get no contract.
He ain't dead. He ain't The Rock.
He says, I need to warm my match before I beat up Adam Page. What's Gucci? I'm sliding to your block. He called himself the Hebrew Hammer. And I'm like, yo, get this man MJF out of here. He's cutting promos on everyone.
Hey, yo, the Hebrew Hammer is crazy.
I'm rocking with it though. Hey, bro, I'm rocking with it. There's no one's on the level of as the devil, as he would like to say. So let him cook, bro.
Now, you mentioned House of Glory, and if I'm not mistaken, that's Master P's promotion.
Like I'm saying, yes, sir, that's the one.
Is it if not still at one point? Stevie J was a tag team champion.
I don't know who holds the tag belts at House of Glory right now.
I very much recall Stevie J being a tag team champion. I said, "Oh my God, Stevie! Oh my God, Stevie, you're champion."
Stop.
At any rate, yeah,
it's the Hardy Boys right now.
Is that right?
It sure is.
But yeah, anyway, I mean, I'm fucking with it. Because it's like AEW will fuck with just about any other
and I appreciate that.
Independent circuit. Exactly. Also, it's putting Zilla Fatu over, especially from what I heard about him, for real. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I heard that he burned his bridge with GCW.
Yeah.
Not sure what that's about. And like, frankly, and you know me, I don't really care about professionalism per se, but I do believe in common courtesy. So if you're like wilding out on some young man shit, Brother, get your act together. If you want to be a star, get your act together.
Exactly. You need to grow up. Like it's imperative that you grow the fuck up, and you grow the fuck up quick, because it could all be taken away from you. Look at your cousin Jacob.
But don't burn bridges, respectful. You know what I mean? But I don't know the story.
Jake had to fight his way back into, being a big deal, because he was just getting into wrestling, and he had to go to jail.
He got locked up. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So he pretty much lost years, but then he was fucking starving. He spent a great deal of time on MLW, was eating on there, and that's when WWE started looking at him, was like, oh, this motherfucker cold, and he a part of the family. Bring him in. Yeah. Zilla, that could be you, bro.
Could be.
That could be you. And the way that they're utilizing your entire family, what with the MFTs, they're infiltrating the entire mid-card division and the tag division with the Bloodline. You got Jimmy and Jay, they're a tag team again. I saw that coming. Roman is still, part-time,
chasing the lesser of two belts.
Exactly. And then, Nia, she has
tag team with Lash.
Yeah, she has her tag team with Lash, and they're looking like they might take that from Io and from Rio.
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a good idea.
Get them back to singles competition. I agree.
Because not only does it put over Lash, in which y'all need to do that for sure, because that's your future right there.
Yeah, make her into a star for real.
It also really accomplishes Nia's comeback story.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We all know that she's a locker room leader, and everybody loves her in the locker room.
Backstage.
However, as far as the fan perception goes, she's still a botch fest, and she's never going to beat the botch fest allegations. So with that being said, it's fuck what we saying about her botching, because I don't see it much anymore. But you can have her be a champion instead of just coming back to win Queen of the Ring for 1 year, and that being that. Nia is still a serviceable member of that division. She could be a threat if y'all make her a threat. That is a big meaty woman, and she ain't afraid to slap meat.
All I want to say is
let her slap meat.
All I want to say about Nia Jax, because I don't know that lady for real, but I look at stars like, say, Bozilla. I look at stars like, say, Megan Bain, just tall shouties,
Amazonians
banging on everybody, flying all over the ring. You know what I'm saying?
And Nia is one of those. And
she's taller than them, so
she don't have to do any flying around the ring. She can do all the tossing around the ring. That's the thing. Nia is a giantess. Treat her like one, and I mean in the sense of a real one, and not the fucking Big Show. She can be.
Don't treat Nia Jax like Omos is what I'm saying.
Exactly. Actually, put the irresistible force into effect, because that is such a beautiful woman, and
y'all.
The irresistible part is right there. Y'all need to make her a force, and I mean a force, not what we've been doing with her recently. We need to kick it up another notch. Make her an actual threat to not only, these tag team titles, Lash Legend, but also to the mainstay, the world championships, because she is one of those type of superstars that could carry a company. She can talk on a mic, she can wrestle, contrary to what everybody claims, because, people are fat phobic and losers. So I don't really care what they say. I think Nia been cooking since she came back. So I say we give her an opportunity to take the ball and run with it in some way, shape, or form. And give it at least a few months, and let's see where it goes from there. And if things are going well still, let's keep it going for maybe the rest of the year, maybe up to the WrestleMania. I would tell WWE to bang my line.
Respectfully, at this point, as much as you've loved that brand for as long as you have, I don't want you in that blood money, brother. I don't want that for you.
Look, there's a certain reluctance to that blood money because I can care about the blood money. I just want to know if the check clears. That's all. But nonetheless, it's the fact
Shit,
that
man, I would love to send you on a boat to Texas so you could work a reality or wrestling or something, brother. I share wrestling or something, brother.
I need the stars for it. I need a group to work around, like a solid core group, like a SmackDown 6. You know what I mean? To work around, and I'd be able to cook some shit.
Listen, like I'll say this. I was talking to my partner about this, and like as a non-wrestling fan, I asked them like, "Yo, if BET had a wrestling show, would you watch it?" And they're like, "Maybe." And so I'm like, I say to you, with my small ass platform, BET. Black people don't like to watch your show. Like when black people do not want to watch your programming, get some professional wrestling in that mug. Because all these companies are trying to like bank off the black fan dollar. We have all these black professional wrestling like podcasts, like Tea and Tussle and stuff like that. So like, why not just like utilize your own community and like give one of these black independents the platform that they deserve. Get some of this black talent over because people love professional wrestling. Why not make some actual good money?
Call for rope.
You know what? Yeah, let's circle back around to Griselda.
Call fourth rope, and then Wes call me for lead writing. I got you.
Listen, hit the DM. Hit the DM.
The best show. And the best show on BET will be Fourth Rope Wrestling if you have me as a head writer. I promise you that.
Shoot your shot, brother. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something off camera when we're done streaming about our good friend LA and what like the kind of thing he's trying to work on out in the motherland. Hey, bro, like you know the story, you know our show. We got 4 songs for you, 4 songs for that ass. This time I said that I need Good Old Los to be the EP today because I don't know nothing about nothing. I just like to listen. So he sent me the pack. He sent the loud pack. I didn't smoke it. I just sold it allegedly. I flipped it like a brick, you know what I'm saying? And so we have on the Haystack Loves Griselda list, we have Still Praying by Westside Gunn, Muddy by Conway the Machine, Photographic Memories featuring Earl and Rock Marciano by Boldy James, and Back 2 Times by Benny the Butcher featuring Stove God Cooks. I want to start with Still Praying. A big shout out to DJ Drama. Big shout out to Jeff Hardy. A big shout out to Stove, Benny, Conway, and Baldy. Big shout out to Camouflage the Monk. What can you tell us about Still Praying Los before I deliver my review?
In the words of DJ Drama, Griselda is forever.
Gangster Grizzles.
You notice how there's no drum pattern or anything like that? You just gotta loop. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the like Griselda like signatures of sorts. Like sometimes they don't even give you a song with a drum pattern or anything like that. They'll just give you a nice little loop and they just destroy that shit in their own like unique ways. Know how Wes and Conway, they got the first verse, they go back and forth, they got the team chemistry because they're brothers. They have Wes has his own like wavy ass cadence where Conway he comes in and just destroys the beat. This is Hall and Nash, right? So then you got Stove coming in and Stove like
yo.
All my cocaine whippers,
yo.
I came up off cooking, yo. I heard he dropped dead from the fence. They shot him hopping up the fence. Yeah, no. This nigga Stove doesn't even give us a rap verse. He just sings through his verse, and that shit is dope. Like sometimes Snow will just sing and that shit sound cool. Just because of what he's singing, dog. Like what he's singing is fun to sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make you pay for what you did. You gonna pray we never spin your block again. How you get recliners in your beds? I thought you knew that we was rich, bitch. And then Boldy doesn't waste a motherfucking line. That's what I love about Boldy. Like, he's gonna give you each and every syllable to fit into one or two bars, and all of it is going to fit perfectly because he doesn't rush it. It's perfectly timed. And if it ain't perfectly timed, he picks it up on like the back end. You know what I'm saying? So like everything just quantizes like perfectly when Boldy raps. And then you have Benny, Hollywood.
20 piece ago when I frocked the first piece of blow, I had
stretched it like Papa John's piece of dough. How can y'all be so broke when y'all monetize legal dope? Then I decline that meeting with Donald. I don't even vote.
Benny, please, sir, I beg of you.
No, this like Benny, and then Benny just like slides through his verse because again, you can go about this beat just about any way you want to, and so the way he goes about it is unorthodox, but it still all connects. It ties in perfectly. And then not only that, when Benny be rapping, he's clever. He's very clever. It doesn't even have to be like clever bars, clever rhymes or whatever. It's the shit that he's talking about and how he talks about it. He sounds like a wise guy rapping, like a mob wise guy as a rap. He's like rapping Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. Only he doesn't get whacked in the middle of the movie. So and that's probably why I fuck with Benny the hardest out of just about all of them. But nonetheless, so 6-minute clinic of a good 5 rappers with different distinctive styles, and it all blends in perfectly. That's still praying.
Much like Lo said, to all the young gunners out there who want to make their next meal off of hip hop, off of rap, when you're really operating in your power, being who you're supposed to be, again, Camouflage didn't have to do much to the beat. Again, you got DJ Drama hosting the shit, and it's who's around? All right, get them all in the booth. We all rapping today. And
yeah.
So, the words really do matter. And when it's just okay, so we can't really just let the beat do most of the work. Talk about your experiences, talk about the things that you've seen and been through, because people do want to hear about these things if they're important to you. I just wanted to make sure I say that. Not if anything, I'm again, because I'm not no G, I'm not big, cuz I am one of those weirdos that Benny the Butcher was complaining about late last year about who really controls the wave out here. When I pulled up Tana Talk 4, when you handed me the songs we should be listening to, I'm marveling at the millions of streams on YouTube Music, because Griselda isn't I wouldn't say is not a mainstream act. This is rap for real rap nerds. And so because
they're right under mainstream though. They're right under.
We agree.
Everybody knows who they are. They're just not on the radio.
I would there are 2 specific there are at least 3 cats at my job I'm gonna chat to tomorrow morning. Hey, you fuck with Griselda? You like Griselda? Do you listen to Griselda? Just to take the temperature, because Philadelphia is a whole another planet out here. Right. But again, if you're on timing, you already know about Griselda, and I long for a time when it isn't just the nerds who are pushing the streams, where it's oh, this is shit that you should hear if you're concerned for the health of like how hip hop grows this year and the year after the fact. Like, who the fuck knows who's going to be at the Grammys for best hip hop next year? It's anyone's guess, but I would hope at least one Griselda project, if it drops this year, would be in the running. You know what I'm saying? But let me not get ahead of myself in regards to my rating of the song, because I listened to it at least twice. You know,
All right.
Quick side note, but not really much of a side note, just in case cats, like, because in regards to like the English language and things that like folks should and should not say, we're not saying, as if it wasn't already apparent with Lizzo and Beyonce, we're not saying SPAZ out here in these streets, like, at all. And granted, again, these cats is really from the street. So
what is that about, actually?
In regards to ableism. In regards to ableism.
Is it? How?
100%. Listen, I ain't no doctor, I ain't no journalist. You could find the sources, but trust me, like, if Miss Beyonce knows is changing the lyrics on
well, because she listens.
Renaissance,
she listens. She has her ear to the streets. Like, Beyonce has her ear to the streets. She knows better. But 100%. Nonetheless, I'm like, really.
As low as my average Joe, it's like I gotta let other average Joes know, like, don't put that on the beat.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: if that's the case, wouldn't Crashing Out be considered ableist then?
My only thing about Crashing Out, I don't like when white people say it.
That's mentally snapping at that point.
For sure, but like, I still feel like a term like Crashing Out belongs to the streets.
So Crashing Out is our spaz. No, I'm trying to like really set like understand and set the boundaries here, because it's like I already don't understand the fact that it's a ableist word, because I grew up knowing it as meaning just like going nuts, like going unconscious, like somebody putting up a 50-point game,
seeing red works just as well as crashing out, but white people say crashing out because we made it hot.
Everything we make hot, white people take it and make their own definition for it, kind of like which they think get your act together. No, it's just emphasizing the God and goddamn, you dumbasses. like what are we doing here? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop taking black people's AAVE slang terms and make it and trying to make that shit y'all's own, dog. Y'all need to stop like impeding in other people's state and other like community spaces, dog. Like, y'all really got to stop doing that.
I'll say this and we can move on. Just like I actually like to say how I feel about the song. It's like, I feel the way about that particular term, the way that like Boondock season 4 did like a very poor job of like handling the R word discourse. We know equivocally that like we don't say the R word at all because we was raised better. But like for some reason it made a comeback, or like since like the lockdown began. I'm not fucking with it. I would say those two terms, the S term and the R word term, they're on the same level. And like I ain't trying to offend nobody. So like and like it's recent news to me, and so I know that, and like, you know, this song came out in 2024, so like I imagine around that time that's when like the conversation was happening, because like I know Renaissance came out in like 2023, you know what I'm saying? But again, I don't know a Conway, and like, he a grown man, he gonna talk the way he talk, but like for the rest of y'all, don't do it.
I respect the call if you give me a reasonable explanation for it, and the explanation doesn't.
I love you enough to like dig it up. I'll tell you that
completely be like, you know, something intricate or anything like that. You give me a simple enough explanation that'll make me go, okay, yeah, I get it now. Then I just stop using the word.
For sure. I just like at this age where I'm at, and with the things that I'm going through, and like at the country as a whole, like any semblance of like black folks and their mental health, sometimes like they'll find you, they'll grab you and they'll throw away the key. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it kind of relates to that for me, and like I can keep it moving on that tip in regards to that specific term anyhow, you know what I'm saying? But again, but of like context is king. This is real street raps. You get me?
Also, no. Also, if you told Conway to stop using spaz, he would, in fact.
He would for sure drop me like a bag of groceries or pull out the yapper.
Well, I mean, as far as the raps go, he'll pull out the yapper, but more than likely, just as a
this track on my head top the next day.
Like a duffing is all you need for real. That's another thing people gotta understand is like these
some cats rappers do not care to be politically correct.
Well, A, but B, these street rappers, they're performing. This is entertainment. They'd be in trouble if they were still doing the stuff that they were doing before they became performers. 100%. That's just an unspoken understanding.
Back in the day.
That's why you get these rappers that murder people and go on a run and make songs while they're on the lam. Like now they're looking at life in prison, like that TK kid. Like you can't be having that David rough. Dude that like stuffed his underage girlfriend in a trunk after murdering her. Like there are Bamas out there that are doing shit like that. They're not thinking that shit through because they think that they have to live these raps. No, you don't. You do not. As a matter of fact, we prefer it that we just keep the shit on wax because the shit just sounds cool. It sounds cool. It's not cool to do. Amen. Is it clicking?
Staying cool, bro.
And most of these rappers, they understand that. A, and B, they're getting too old for that shit anyway. So they should be doing that. Grow up. Continuing.
Out of 5, I'm gonna give it a 3. In the sense that and not on no shady shit, just as far as standard of quality is concerned. Because again, given the age group of these rappers, not a lot of cats my age and younger are gonna float on a loop with a lot to say. And I personally, I want more posse cuts with interesting beats these days. And so
wait, 3 out of what?
5.
Oh, okay. You're doing a 5 scale. Okay.
I don't like 10. 10 is too especially off a track. I'm not gonna do 10 unless I'm in love with some shit. You smell me?
There are songs that I really like, and then there are songs that I really hate. So 10 scale is perfect for me.
100%.
I have a very polarizing. I have polarizing feelings. So
polarizing feelings. That sounds like a record. Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what you said? You said polarizing feelings. Let's talk about photographic memories.
Yes.
Shout out Al the chemist. Shout out Rock Marciano. Shout out Earl.
I know
Papa Earl. Shout out Papa Earl, man.
Yeah, congratulations to him. And oh gosh, I know her last name's Osman. I forgot her first name.
Mrs. I don't need to know that. I'm pretty sure she's a civilian. I don't need to know her name.
No, she's actually a celebrity.
She famous?
Too. Yeah, she's famous too.
No clue.
I want to say Adina Osman.
Let's see. Hold on. We got the internet. Let's Google it right now. Shit, we live.
Go to YouTube. Big Fun Mandel.
Yeah, Miss Aida.
She's in an episode. Yeah, there it is. That's his old lady.
Oh, she a comedian.
Yeah.
And she a writer. She a writer.
Yeah, nah.
Her discography is wild. He
settled down well. She's a catch. She's funny.
Man, shout out, bro. And she's humanitarian. Come on, bro. That's what's up.
Yep, exactly.
They've been together 3 years. Amen. That's what's up, bro.
And so I want to throw out and say, yes, this is Boldy James' song. This is my favorite Earl Sweatshirt verse.
No kidding.
I could safely say that now.
Wow, he has a whole body of work.
He has a whole body of work, but this one just felt a little more profound to where it was something that you can actually understand instead of him just taking words and waxing poetic. He's actually not necessarily talking about stuff, but also the poetry makes sense on a on a standard level. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing beyond interpretation or anything like that. It's right on the surface, but it's like well said, well worded.
Let me see here. New challenger ground, blues from the interstate, sorrowfulness and rule, futile debates. The brook blew the game, never knew it was a place. Pouring grapes on the dates etched on the headstones over the grave. In any case, if I seem distant and reserved, then give me space. Heavy pinch of herb,
send
me on my way. Head of the herd, making sure everyone got a plate. Left here disturbed with a look on my face. Bet my spirit stir when I try to wake.
I go with no delay. Got a place for lessons learned. Got burned when my welcome got overstayed. I hold that old and faithful. I know the aim, man. I know it says something about know your neighbor. Like,
come on, Earl.
It's just well worded. It's just so well worded to where like you take a moment to go, what is he talking? And then it finally clicks in your mind. You're like, oh, okay. I think I understand where he's going with that. And so like a lot of Earl's lyrical content, especially Live Laugh Love, his recent album. Like he has a whole lot of very complex and abstract wording to his rhymes, to where it's like it's not necessarily all over the place, but it's also fragmented as fuck. That's just how Earl raps, essentially. Yeah. But this verse in particular is like you can put it all together. And that's what I really loved about it. Then not only that, he has a flow. He does have a flow. You just gotta find it. You gotta catch that shit. And that's what I like about it. It's like find the flow. And once you find the flow, you're like, oh, this motherfucker's spitting.
Hell yeah, dude.
Now the Bodie verse, like you said about how niggas just gonna say what they want in these raps. He had a line that uses a derogatory word for Latin people.
Let me see here. I missed that shit. Wowzers. Oh yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
However, it still shapes up into a strong line. That's what makes me go doing the Larry David gift.
I'm stressing, brother. I'm stressing.
It's a bad word, but oh man, does that really like tie the line together?
Get the fuck out of here.
Damn, I was like, yo, can't you use a different word?
Yes.
Because the line is hard as fuck. Couldn't you just use a different word?
And see, the wrong producers in the room for this, and I love The Alchemist. I'm one of like the biggest like Alchemist defenders, but
I'll probably
he probably sent the beat. Well, unless if Boldy wasn't already working on Earl shit with Earl, and Boldy's like, I need to rep. Like, I'm pretty sure he just like sent the John, and like and Boldy sent it back, and it's just like, should I? And I'm sure his lawyer's like, don't say anything to Boldy, don't do it, Al.
All right, nah. Then Rock Marciano's verse. I'll be honest with you, right? Rock Marciano raps like Silk the Shocker.
That's wild. Do you really believe
that?
Is
it wild? Go listen Silk the Shocker verse. Tell me that doesn't sound like Rock Marciano's rapping style.
No way. But I want to say no, I couldn't do it. I promise you I couldn't. But my favorite bar from Rock's verse, he said, all this chicken niggas came down with salmonella. I don't think
now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That motherfucker got bars. Because Cananza showed me that like this motherfucker Rock Marciano be spitting. He be spitting. But his flow pattern pisses me off. Oh boy, Rock Marciano's flow pattern pisses me the hell off. I hate it so much.
Gosh darn.
Oh god damn it, it's annoying. But but his words, he be talking, dog. So it's like I'm very divided on Rock Marciano because lyrically speaking, he's dope. Flow speaking, power through it. You know what I mean?
The record is Bo Jackson. It dropped like 4 years ago at this point. Well, 5 because it came out in August.
Yeah.
2021. Straight up and down, number 3 for me. Number 3.
That's fair. I'll take
Yeah,
that.
I don't think nothing's going below a 3 today. That's for fucking sure.
Oh yeah, no, I hope not.
You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, I hope these last two is above a 3. Otherwise, I feel like I didn't pick right. These are some of my favorites from this group.
I understand that. Let's go straight to Muddy, and I gotta say, Conductor, you have a Conductor Williams has a spectacular tag.
Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem.
That is a great tag.
I love it. It's so much fun to say. Not all that. Conductor be making beats, bro. I like him. I like him a lot. He makes some hard ass fucking beats. That said, Conway's in his bag per usual. Like Conway just has a style where he's like the machine is an excellent way to put it, because he just hops on a beat and just blacks out pretty much. Like he has a rhyme scheme, but it's like a distinctive rhyme scheme to where he can break off from it and it still works. And that's the one thing I actually like about Conway, is that he can like break off from a scheme and like add on a couple more lines before going into a different scheme, things like that. He's very versatile like that. And then with Stove God, here's the thing I love about.
Wait, I just want to say that I heard this song and I remember you telling me about Stove God Cooks without I didn't have any context for like who he was or the music that he made, but like you described his rap in a particular way, and I'm pretty sure you were describing this verse, and I'm like, so that's why Los is a fan. I got it. Now I see what really just like interest like Los in Stove, in just like the kind of particular way that like he kind of reminds me of like someone from like the Bay or from Detroit, with just like that very like kind of just like off the center style of rapping where he's just kind of like arguing with himself on the beats.
Essentially, like Stove God raps like I know I'm good at this shit, so I kind of get frustrated with myself when I gotta use lines that everybody that are predictable. Like I don't like being predictable for real, but you know, once you get what I'm saying, I don't have to say the rest of it either. So
interrupting himself on the beat is outrageous.
like, and that's what I like about him. Like he, you know what he's going to say. He knows, you know, as a listener, what he's going to say next. So he's not even going to go. Like he's not even going to finish that shit, because like you got it. You get where I'm going here. Like why do I need to continue here? I'm actually like foddering while I pick up the lyrics here, because he got a line. Okay, here we go. So he go, come on, lyrics. All right, bet.
I'm a genius. I got you.
All right, yeah. So he go.
Is it if you got half a bird for 9?
Nah. Oh, well, hold on. All right, so let real quick. Let's break this like verse down as a whole, because the entire verse it's fun. It's an extremely fun verse. So he goes, you can smell it cooking on the wake up. I seen niggas balling that fall like Vin Baker. Vin Baker was like a basketball player. He played for the Milwaukee
I remember that
Bucks.
name. That's a child.
Yeah, he was like not mediocre, because he had a run of sorts, but he wasn't like a major household name like your, you know, Larry Johnson's or your
you
Michael
played the
Jordan's.
games, you know who Vin Baker was.
Exactly. So then he goes, first the Jackson 5 and then he stops, because you know the line. First the Jackson 5 breakup. Now every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with Ho. If you know hip hop, you know that line, right? So he trusts that you as a listener knows where he's going with that line.
Some backpacker shit, like if
right?
You know bars.
So he goes, first at Jackson 5 break, then he stopped, then goes, man, sometimes motherfuckers break up. It was solid when they stamped it. Sometimes the motherfuckers break up. Talking about the break. I ain't complaining. shit crossed a lot of hands in the travel. Like it's understandable. Like it's
Many
going
hands.
it's going to break up when it passes many hands. Regardless, I'm still going to sell it off from the biggest rock to the, and he doesn't even have to say gravel. You know where he's going with that. He's just said travel. Come on, keep up, guys, keep up. So I sneeze money. I piss ace now. Before we was throwing weight round, and then he just stopped. He just completely. All right, I'm over this. I'm over the opening line. I'm over the opening lines of the verse. Let's do a hypothetical breakdown. And he literally goes.
I can't do this.
He goes on a legitimate like hypothetical of game theory of what could possibly happen when you start with. You got a half a bourbon nine and want to whip it all the way around. Pulled him out the pot laughing like, put that shit on the plate now. You turn a half to a whole and sell every gram for 100. Subtract 28 because you probably throw your little homie an onion till they get him on his. I try to get him on his feet till they blitzed on him and they fumbled. He's already predicting like game theory of what happens just in case like the little homie gets robbed for his shit. That should come out to like 97,000 something, give or take. The smokers that come short, you know that's how they play. You take away the 9,000 you paid, and the rest is what you made. You put 20 in the stash, and the rest back in the game. And then he goes, "Shit, that's what you was doing. That's probably how you should do it." But then he just decided to like just fool the last bit of the verse. It's my time now. I'm driving the Rolls Royce to the doors. Light skinned legend, Coke water revving, Lev McGeady revving. Outside Maple and Ash, late to a session. She mad. She said that Wagyu ain't gonna taste like Wagyu once we reach the exit. Stove God, I'm the closest thing you get to perfection. I'm Jordan, you nah. I'm Kobe, you nah. I'm Bronny, you Richard Jefferson. Let me vent. Like this motherfucking Snow just be having absolute fun in that booth, dog. Like, just be going and it be going in, dog. That man said Westwood Superfly guy, Butch got an Emmy, Cowboy got the crown. I went diamond on the digi. Talk about a digital skill, dog. I went OJ with the Grizzlies. Did you shit me? OJ Mayo from the Grizzlies was cold as fuck, dog. Dog. First and 15 was prime time. First and 15 was prime time. I had to high step. Dog, that's such a hard line to me, dog. He the first and 15th,
yes.
like you know, pay dates.
Yeah,
it that was his prime time, dog. He was Deion Sanders in those moments. Yeah, no, like you said, this is why Stone God is one of my favorite rappers because he trusts that you as a listener know your hip hop. And so he's not going to dilly nor dally unless he feels like it. But either way, when he dillies or dallies, that shit is going to be hard regardless.
All right. All right. So as for my money, right? Muddy,
right?
Conway, Stove, Conductor. It's sitting at a 4 just based off the Conductor beat.
Mm-hmm.
However, Conway has that wild ass matricide bar on verse 1. So I'm like, this man looking like a 3, I ain't gonna lie to you. But then Stove God gets on the mic and brings it.
And he redeems the entire song.
He's like, I heard what bro said, but listen, give me 2 minutes.
Give me 2 minutes, let me change your mind real quick. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a 4.
Yeah, I'll take a 4.
Just for Stove just like really stepping out and saying like, it's me.
this is the reason why you're listening to this song. Yes, Conway is excellent, but he does say some pretty questionable things in that song. Not like questionable as in
this is a Tyler the Creator. This is a Tyler the Creator Goblin era ass bar. If I'm being completely honest.
Exactly. So it's like I noticed that he did that. So let me go ahead and give you guys a little treat. You know what I'm saying, for sticking around.
For putting up. Like, sorry for that, but however, comma.
Yeah, let me give y'all a little treat so y'all, you know, don't pan this song like y'all want to. It's like, y'all can't pan this song fully if I'm spitting some dope shit. And let me tell you how dope this shit is real quick. Come here.
I just I also want to say before we move on, like Los was gonna have me listen to Marvin Gaye by Stove God Cooks, but unbeknownst to me, the release it comes from, Stop Calling Me, I'm Cooking, side A, was taken off streaming services because I believe on Martin Gaye there is a Marvin Gaye sample that the estate probably did not clear.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye samples Ain't No Mountain High.
There it is, bro. And given what we know now about how Kendrick secured like the Luther sample for GNX,
yeah, he confessed in the song. There, like the song had to be no cussing. But as far as the Marvin Gaye estate, it's very, very hard.
We already know how they get down in regards to like how they clapped Robin Thicke and how they clapped Ed Sheeran. You know what I'm saying?
It's very difficult to get the nod from that estate in general. Yes, there have been, nods from the estate many a times. Like we've heard songs with Marvin Gaye samples. However, it's very, very difficult to get that clear. They're very protective of Marvin's legacy. And while I respect it, fuck! Because Marvin Gaye is
this is why we need hey, because let me say something real quick. One of my most favorite people in the entire world hit my line like, I'm finna go back to the ways of old. I'm finna like, they're like, oh, I'm tired of paying like $16 for Apple Music. I'm finna get my iPod back on running. I'm finna go sail the high seas. You smell me? So if you got some shit, send it my way. Cause like, I'm not doing this shit no more. So to all these rappers, to all these up and coming artists, get back on the streets. We need Mixtape to make a full motherfucking comeback. Get back on SoundCloud. Get back on Bandcamp. My shorty
get back on that. Revitalize that Piff.
Hey, Chance the Rapper. Buy Dat Piff. I don't know. My shorty out west.
No, not Chance the Rapper.
Well, I'm making a joke about how he tried. I made a joke how I'm trying to like refer to how he said he was going to save SoundCloud, but SoundCloud didn't need him anyway. My shorty out west started a brand new band. You're gonna love this shit. So my shorty is trans and black. They friends is trans and black. They're like, we finna start a hardcore band. I'm like, that sounds sick. What's the band called? Anal Training.
All right, man.
And so the first release,
that might be wilder than Butthole Surfers.
Listen, if the band Anal Cunt can be a band and has been a band for all this time, why can't niggas do it? And
that is so vulgar.
Ain't it though? Listen, one of the greatest bands of all time in my scene is called Dying Fetus.
And somehow not as terrible as Training Anal.
No, it ain't terrible. It's fucking hilarious. And I love it. Let's take the piss out of this shit. We're a hardcore band. Is we not? Let us cook. And so the first release,
I guess,
the demo came out. It's on Bandcamp, it's on SoundCloud. It's called Start Small. I'm putting that shit in the comments. Y'all better listen.
However, real quick back to Marvin Gaye, because I do want to
say your piece.
A quick footnote about it says we couldn't actually cover that today. You can't find it on YouTube. I'm just saying. B,
it's true, but like when I make these little playlists and shit for people to like check out the music if they're not familiar with the songs, I want niggas to get paid, bro.
I feel you on that, but
side note.
Damn,
like on some kind of serious, very, very serious shit. With this Epstein file shit happening right now in America, one of the cats that got exposed is this dude named Wasserman, and he owns a music agency. And at least 3 of my favorite bands are like, hey, bro, we finna leave the label. We finna leave this agency because we're not trying to have that shit like in any way representing what we do out here in music and like for the safety of our fans and such. I mentioned it because one artist, her name is Alexis Cross. She's in the duo Sleigh Bells. And she's like, hey, unlike my colleagues, I literally cannot afford to leave the Wasserman agency. I have a child at home. I have no health insurance.
Priorities.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and she also went on to say, I know how evil Spotify is. I know how like Daniel Ek, he's putting millions of dollars into like military drones, did not remove like the ICE ads from free listeners who like use like the platform. And she's like, I can't afford to take our shit off that platform. I'm broke, dog. And I'm just like, damn. So that's why, I mean, even though like people are being paid less than a penny to get their shit streamed, it's like mugs need their music. And so like if like you're listening to our show and you're like, oh, I want to support these artists in a tangible way, I'm gonna give you the motherfucking official link. And the cool thing about like the Griselda squad, everyone's on everyone's track. So
Yeah,
people are going to get their pennies. And so like I imagine at some point he's gonna get that shit off the street, off the shelf somehow, some way. Like you're gonna hear it in people's cars that really fuck with like the God. You know what I mean? So just like I just want that people to bear that in mind, and we should be changing the game because of this. Because, bro, like for as long as I've been listening to Slay Bells, the fact that she's like, look, respectfully, I'm broke. It's like, ma'am, after all like the hard work your shit was doing on MTV and MTVU, and you still ain't got a couple racks, is outrageous. Like for Slay Bells to break even on tour in 2025, 2026 is an insult to like how we've kind of like diminished the value of music as a culture. I just wanted to make sure I said that because I learned that shit today. And like it's brave for someone in like the independent hipster space to be like, I can't afford to be as like dynamic as most of these cats. You know what I'm saying? Because in a similar position, we have Bethany from Best Coast, who's like, bruh, just for like the shit that I've been through my personal life, I'm leaving this agency. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, like I appreciate folks who can take a broad swing like that. Because like sacrifices have to be made if we're going to change the world. And so like when folks are like, oh, I can't afford to be a revolutionary, it's on like the job of the revolutionaries to find a way to like cover the spread.
Exactly.
I just wanted to make sure I said that because not literally niggas can't afford to be leftist. And that's why like the message is being missed. Like cats aren't like being human beings when it comes to like revolutionary theory. You know what I'm saying? It's very much like say a person is speaking and has great ideas, but like he has no cosign. But like if he has a cosign that like I know and respect, I'm like, oh, I'll give like his words and thoughts a second chance because like to the ops, we all finna get sprayed up. But like what do I say at the end of every podcast? Talk to your neighbors, wear a mask, like do the thing that is unpopular because it'll benefit you in the long run.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, do the right thing for the right thing. Cause like doing the right thing is gonna make you feel good. It will, even if it's difficult to do, you are gonna feel better about yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I just wanted to make sure like I said that part as we're discussing just like the legalese dance around we do about like clearing samples and getting songs like available to listeners and such. Cause sure, of course you could like, and I don't like it sometimes because like in like this reaction space that we're in on YouTube and whatever the fuck, mugs are for sure like getting a check off a cat who like put in the hard work to make the skit, to make the video, to make the song that you're like eating the AdSense off, like, and not even like dropping a link in the description to like support the original content. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's where we're in right now, bro. Just wanted to make sure I got to our last track of the day. I hope it didn't interrupt you too much.
No, the hop on what you just said. People got to understand that there are people whose livelihoods are at risk if they try to be a revolutionary, and not in the sense of they're going to be on the radar of the government or anything like that. Their everyday lives will be upended because they won't be able to afford to be able to, live, grocery shop and things like that. I get it.
Heard about that yesterday.
I get it. We like boycotting Target was no problem for me because it's like I didn't often go to Target, and
that's a whole town away from you.
Yeah, but also like I heard that they're boycotting Walmart now, and it made me go, I don't know, man. Like that at that point, it's like, all right, now y'all got to give me a grocery store. These kids got to eat. Y'all got to give me a grocery store that's going to give me.
So how these kids finna eat?
Y'all got to give me a grocery store that can give me food for the cheap, because Lidl and Aldi, that shit goes stale after a few days. You know what I'm saying? Go stale quick. So like I can't 100% depend on Lotto and Aldi all the time. So it has we need another food source where we can, you know, shop for for reasonable prices. Because Giant be kicking my ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. We boycotted Giant. I'd be like, all right, cool.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I came up
So
off Giant when I was a child, but then Safeway was like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Safeway, another store like that be fucking my pockets up, but it's worth it because their cookies are delicious.
Oh god.
Can't find any other cookies like that nowhere else, dog.
Yeah, shout out Insomnia one time.
I never had insomnia cookies. I want to try it.
Dang, that's right. You don't live in a like. I guess Moco would not be considered a college town, despite of how many like everybody and their mama has been to MC, but we ain't got no Insomnia in my town. You know what though? Hey, side note to the side note. Off after the stream, I got a spot in Rockville that I know you would love as a cookie kind of guy. You get me? I'm gonna put you on.
Nothing but cakes.
No, bro. I'm talking about something else. I'm gonna put you over. I'm not gonna give them no publicity off. You know, we get like what 100 views at the most on a good day. Right. I ain't finna give my 100 views. No.
Okay, let me know.
I need that that cosign. I'm gonna put you over though. I'll be the cookie plug.
Let me know off air. Let me know.
I got you, brother. I got you. Just wanted to mention. I tried to like mention the album every time we talked about the song today. Muddy, Conway, Stove, Conductor. That's track 2 off Slant Face Killer. Came out a couple years ago, mid-January. Shout out to that. Let's move on to our last track. Chosen today, since we couldn't get Marvin Gaye. Back. Benny the Butcher, Derringer, Beat Butcher, Stove. Again, more Stove. Tell us about Back.
Yes, I can. All right, so Benny gives you like, you know, the baseline of what we're doing here, right? And like I said about Benny, when he raps like a wise guy. So like when he be like talking, it's like he's kind of appealing to others, to everyone else's intellect, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily like an appeal to intellect, but he's also been a smart ass about it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where the cleverness, you know, really rages. So, you know, when he says something like don't hold on, because he had all right, yeah, he said put out a number one, then another one, and less than a year after it. I'm humble, but you fucking bums should be somewhere practicing. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. He sounds like a real smart ass, but it's reasonable because like he backs it up. You know what I'm saying? So, but Stove God once again shines. All right. My favorite line in this entire song, dog. And this is not only my favorite line. This is me and Kinez's favorite line in this entire song because it's such a fucking hilarious line, right? He says, all right, I just dropped mine on the heat like Kyle Lowry. All these V-Lone came from Bari. All the kilos came stamped with the balloon. It's time to party. Driving sixes in the sun with that rocket. I think I'm Barkley. Charles Barkley played for both the Sixers and the Suns. And I ain't bring a chip home, much like Barkley.
Oh, Chuck.
However, bitch, I bought a brick home. Dropped it off the flip phone. Had the feds in there tiptoeing, right? Left some dirty pots and a note that said, I've been gone. I've been hit that number, bitch. I've been a bitch. I've been on. No, Kinez pointed it out one day, like when while I was picking him up from work, like we was listening to it, and we were just geeking at that line because he was like, dog, this nigga got all his work with the It was out of the crib before the feds could even break into that motherfucker. And then it just, he goes. It's just a sticky note on the refrigerator that said, "I've been gone. Stove."
I shouldn't be laughing about all this manufacturing of cocaine.
No, but that's the beauty of it, dog. Like,
oh,
again, this is all perform. Like as Stove Guy said in Money. You know this is, but you know this shit is just rap. You know it's all music. Like this is all he means this is all performative. Like we just talking about it. We not actually doing it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I remember how it used to be when I was doing it. That's why Pusha T and Malice, Push and Mal, they highly regard Stove because, as Push said, he know what he talking about. He raps like he knows what he's talking about. Like I can feel that shit in his raps, and that's why I like him so much.
Man, if I gotta tell you, like, because I didn't listen to the entire Last Clips record, but my favorite bar from Malice on the POV track, when he's just like, I was the only one to walk away and still be free. Came back for the money. That's the devil in me. Hit it from the church. That's the Jekyll in me. I'm like, this is a scary nigga. I'm gonna look down when I meet bro and shake his hand. Like, this is a scary fella.
This motherfucker,
Holy Ghost in me, brother.
Mal hasn't been on a track in years, and then before that
wasn't like a Christian rap song anyway.
And before that, he hasn't been on a track in numerous years. I'm talking about in the 20-year span between the clips, like till the Casket Drops came out. I want to say till the Casket Drops was the last one.
2012 or some shit like that.
It was Lord Willing. Which one was Mr. Me Too on? Because that was the last Clips album.
Wasn't that like a fucking single, Mr. Me Too?
Nah, that was actually on an album. Well, it dropped as a single, but it was the lead single.
That's right. It was on Hell Have No Fury.
Hell Have No Fear. All right, so yeah, that was, if I'm not mistaken, the last Clips album before, you know, Mal was like, "Hey man, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I found God here." That's pretty much all I need. Push was like,
let's see, Lord Willing, right. 2022, Hell Have.
Well, I'm gonna keep this
on. Casket was 09.
Yep. All right. So from 2009 to like roughly 2016, 2017, because I think he was in a feature on one of Push's albums.
He dropped twice. He dropped in 2013 and he dropped in 2017, and then we didn't hear him again until 2019. We got a couple of verses. We got a couple of verses in 2019 and a couple of verses on 2022. But just like, you know, like body of work. You know what I mean?
So disregarding his Christian rap career, because you know how I feel about Christian rap. But
we love you, brother.
He hasn't been on a like track rapping like
the way he rapped on this record.
He wasn't a Clips member for a period of time between 2009 and 2018, 2019. Years. Exactly. So then you don't hear from him until until this album, and then it's like, yo, how the fuck has he gotten better? And he just hasn't really been doing anything. It's like the Christian rap album full of bars. It's like, is the Christian rap albums that good? Like,
it's a damn shame Living Abstraction isn't here, because I'm pretty sure he could tell us if it was. He's the only guy that I trust to tell us. You know what I mean?
Kenny could probably tell. Kenny or my cousin Carlos.
We may have to get that guest appearance off the top. I don't know. Season 4. Who knows?
Yeah. Oof, I'd have to power through that, buddy. And it'd be it'd be a low score.
Maybe I'll pay you to do the review. Quiet as cut. Maybe I'll pay you to do the review. That's on some like, you know, labor and intensive practice.
It'd be a low scoring ass episode. Let me tell you.
Golly,
Lord
All right.
forgive us.
Oh my gosh. I'm very, very particular about my God music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
'cause
too. I
I
too.
grew up in a church, because you gotta
Me too,
understand,
bro.
while I say younger generation, and when I say younger generation, I mean my dad and my uncles. While that
Sure.
younger generation of my dad's side of the family were a go-go band, the older generation, my grand aunts and uncles, they're the church
In them
choir.
pews. In them pews, brother.
So I essentially grew up on go-go and gospel the first like 4 to 5 years of my life.
What a
And
healthy
then
diet of music, though, actually.
that pissed me off. And finally,
I'm sure. As a kid,
we
I'm sure.
and finally we got some quiet storm going, because we would have like late night trips back home, and
From church.
my mom wouldn't want, not even from church, just from places in general. And
I
my
bet.
mom like didn't want to listen to anything loud or rambunctious after a certain hour, which
Sure.
I also take from her. But so we would listen to
Man,
the Quiet
Los.
Storm. And the Quiet Stormers would really like put me on to R&B, and made me like really appreciate that. Tupac's death is what got me into hip hop.
Wow.
I was like 5 when Tupac passed away, 4 or 5 years old when Tupac passed.
You want to do a
And
year
I
check?
didn't it was 1996, that I know for sure.
Man,
Tupac died September
Yeah.
20th, 21st,
8th.
1996, 8th, 1996. So
Yeah.
he died on my dad's birthday.
Hey, man. Shout out Rooster
And-
one time, bro.
In 1996, now that I think about it. Nonetheless,
Dang, man.
yeah. So September 1996 was when he passed away. That's when because I saw a Vibe magazine at a bar when I was at a barbershop one day. I was like, "Who's this guy?" And like Caleb goes, "You know how our neighbor does that up and down like a roller coaster bit?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "That's the guy that does the bit." I go, "Oh, what else does he have?" And Caleb, actually started putting me on to. Caleb didn't even know that I didn't know, hip hop like that. So like when I asked him that, I thought you knew already.
I'm a child, brother.
And like, dude, I'm only like 4. Like, what do you want from me? So like, yeah, like Caleb ended up putting me on to a lot of the music that I grew up on, as far as hip hop goes. Like Caleb, at this point, is growth is for the most part stunted, because like he actually keeps up with the times, and you know how I feel about the times.
I do.
So I wouldn't say in this case he isn't the stunted one. I am, but my thing is progression can't just be progression. There has to be good progression. I know the difference between good and bad progression, and this just progressed horribly.
I feel like the word we're looking for is just change. Shit has changed, and not all change is good. I feel like the progression is the good shit.
We need a change where we start getting back to lyricism, because these motherfuckers punching their lines and just yelping random phrases, and then like a fucking random yelping ad lib, like, oh yeah, like shit like that. Nah, man. After a certain point, you can't make it the entire mainstream. Like that can only be a section. And hip hop used to be in sections. You used to have your gangster rap, of course,
though. But like, I know
but
you also like radio.
But you also had your backpack rap. You also had, aside from the radio, your underground rappers, things like that. Like, and it was regional. Everybody's trying to do the same shit, only like their take on it. And it's like, it's still the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still rambling. You're still like talking about sliding on the ops every other line. There's no variation to that shit. It's just sliding on the ops every other line. Like you're not saying, pulling up on these niggas. You're not saying running up on these Bamas. It's sliding on the ops every single time, bro.
And now white people say ops,
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So like,
I want to say like, one of my white folk is in community college, not older than like 24. And I'm like, Hunter was good. And they said, fam, they're saying ops on campus, and I want to punch someone. And I'm like, someone who knows when and where when not to perpetrate.
I used to hate when motherfuckers used to wear rock band tees and they didn't know who the rock band was.
We're not going to have that conversation here because that's not here. We're not going to do that.
I know I'm on the unfavorable side of that argument. I'm a music snob. I don't give a fuck. So
that is why we're here now. It is why we're here now. So I will give that to you. But as like, I also want to say, because like I didn't get a chance to say off camera, I really embarrassed myself on Super Bowl Sunday, and I hope I didn't slander, and I did not hope I slandered your good favor on Black Sky when I did.
Why? What happened? What did you say?
When the post that was like, we need them white boys back in the garage, and you tagged me because you name dropped HHYM, like I was acting to ass in them quote tweets because I'm like, white boys, they're not in the garage, but they're still doing the same shit. Like the output has not changed nor stopped. It's just that they're not marketing said acts to black people, because black people, if they're not listening to top 40 radio, they're streaming the shit that they like. And it's likely that the service that they're using isn't necessarily kind of like feeding white boy bullshit into their street, into like their queue, is my whole take on that. Because every post that I saw, I put a band in that bitch. Like, they're doing the shit you're talking about right the fuck now, and have been since like top 40 kind of like shifted away from like an all-encompassing like window into the world.
We just got really big for it.
Because it's like, I'm like, people like, black folks make that joke, but not because they want to actually hear the music. And my hope is, do you want to actually hear some of this shit? And they're like,
well,
and I'm like,
well, hold on now, because there are people that make that joke. There are black people that make that joke, and they really mean that shit. Because there was a time, there was like a post some time back where somebody was like, where that joke came up, it was like, white people ain't in the white boys ain't in the garages anymore, and there were people that were like, I mean, they ain't in the garages anymore, and they were proving your point. And so it became a thread, like, hey, post some white boys that still be in the garage.
And like, the thread that I was on, because like, again, I quote tweeted every quote tweet with a band, and at least one of them cats is like, I need more of that. And so I cooked them a 10-piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll take the one, because that's what I need. But one of the sisters was like, friend, are you good? And I'm like, no, I ain't good, man. And but like, and I hope that like, and I like, usually when like when I get into some shit, and I'm like, I want this stranger to respect me still, I'll say I apologize, parentheses, sincere, and motherfuckers don't be believing me. And so I'm like, and that's okay. But I want to like, I want the stone to say I did apologize, even though I was wilding the fuck out. Because I was wilding out.
Let the record reflect.
I was wilding the fuck out, but like, it's because I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga in the basement with a mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you really trust me for real? But like, it's coming. I promise that like I'm trying to be as sincere as possible. And if that's not the case, drop me a comment, build the engagement. Let's have a dialogue. I don't want to block everybody, because how fun would that be? You know what I'm saying? I had to block a mug who was talking about that one black tag team on AEW Private Party.
Oh my fucking god, is that fucking Private Party? Yeah.
Shots, what we need. And so like they came back from their hiatus and they lost the match. And this one mug is like, oh, goody, another rematch nobody gives a fuck about. And I'm like, hey, shut up, slop tart. And bro called me a Tyler Perry, what's it called, extra. And I'm like, it's Black History Month. Do you want to lose your job, buddy?
I'm sorry, that is kind of funny though.
Hey, he took my shit, but I'm like, hey, I might get you fired.
Quiet. Yeah, nah. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. Nah, because, and you want to hear the irony of it all? That's the same kind of motherfucker that if I said something about AEW sucking, he'd be in my mentions. You're just miserable, bro.
Is you a fan miserable. Or is you a fan?
you hate everything. That's it. That's all. And I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with a motherfucker that hates everything, dog. I'm just not. That's why when I got to arguing with Bamas that like were complaining that were trying to argue with me because I said something about AEW the other night. It was like, dog, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you dorks. I don't even know you. We haven't even met before. And the one moment I say anything about AEW, y'all want to scourge through a motherfucking feeds list and then respond negatively. It's like, yo, keep fucking scrolling because I'm not the one to play with personally. Now only will I cook your shit, I will see you. Like I'm 7:30.
Allegedly in
I am
Minecraft.
7:30, nigga.
In Minecraft. Allegedly in Minecraft. There like side note.
IRL. Like no, shut up. I do not fuck with me. That's all I'm saying.
Acknowledged. There are things that I want from AEW. There are things that I want from Tony Khan since like you have final say on shit. And like hopefully I'll get maybe some of those things. I ain't gonna have it all, and nobody's fucking perfect. But like I do believe there should be a baseline of like decorum when we're chatting shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I can't stand. I would say like of all like the IWC international wrestling community on the internet, I think I hate like a good 25% of y'all just on principle alone. Like I feel very protective over the talent across the board. It's like you mugs need to learn to sit down and shut up sometimes when cats are like carrying on in business. Like let's trust the professionals to do what they do, and we can yelp and boo, but like have like. We need to like raise the standard of like how we're like carrying on in public. Because I know like if I was a little bigger and stronger, I'd be swinging on y'all in these stands because you're wilding the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm 7:30. So like,
bearing that in mind,
I'll be your Huckleberry personally. I barely know my own fucking strength anyway. And the last time I whooped some ass, I was laughing throughout it. So like, I talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. That's all I gotta say for real.
Hey, given the particular timestamp of this particular stream, I'm looking at the corner. We got maybe like 7 minutes before 7:30. I'm gonna wrap up. Back, Benny the Butcher, Stove, Derringer for the beat. 4.
Yeah,
that's a 4.
I'll take that too. Good.
Hey, man.
No 5s, but hey, I'll take 4s.
A strong B. Listen. What that man Deontay Kyle say on Grits and Eggs in regards to his kids and like their education? He's like, he says some shit like, y'all, if you don't like the subject, all I need is a C. But if you like the subject, I'm gonna need an A. And I'm like, I think that's good parenting. And like in this particular era, with just like how like education has changed since we came up, it's like, if you care, I want to see that shit. If you don't like it, it's all good.
All right.
Just pass.
Exactly. Just pass if you don't like it, but if you really do like it, show me that you really do like it. Show me you really have interest in that class and you've been taking it in like a sponge. Like, and that's actually
sucks for me. So I fuck with that. I think that's hard. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's hard. I think that's hard as fuck too, actually, because growing up, I was like a middle of the road average because I would I'd occasionally make honor roll, but for the most part, I was a BC student. So it was like an achievement when I made honor roll. Like we go to Red Lobster for dinner or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's like make sure you just make sure you above a 2.0. And I graduated with a 2.7 grade average. So
at least a man graduated. You know what I mean?
I did the job. You know what I'm saying? You know? So it's like I knew at a young age that regardless whether or not I studied, I was going to get the same grades. And so I just like stopped studying for the most part.
At least you came to class, man.
And it just bit me in my ass in college. That's where the buck stopped. I actually had to start studying again. But back in like, middle school, high school, I realized, if I actually fucks with the subject, I'm going to remember this shit come quiz time, no matter what. But if I don't, it's just not happening. It's because my brain completely disregarded it. That's just how my brain works. So like, I would just float through certain classes get my like C or whatever. But if it was a class like English or history, more than likely I'm getting a B plus A.
Hey man, like one of the calls to action I'm gonna say today before I end the show, get in these books, bro. Like, normally I'm like, yo, drink your water, wear your masks, tell yourself you love yourself. What I really need is you to get outside and get that motherfucking library card. On Christ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bring a book home or two. Maybe not even two. Bring a book home. Finish that mug. Like, my goal for like episode 10 of this series this season, I want to like do our first like live show, maybe 25 at the most, with the homies at the local library. Just like obviously no ticket admissions. We're not worthy of like your dollar in this particular way yet, but like if you're going to show up in person, I need you to
though.
Come,
you know
slide, get your library card, get a fucking book, and try to read that shit. You know what I'm saying? Be on your kites in that shit. 15 minutes a day, read something, bro. You know what I mean?
And like, I'm gonna put away my swearing bag and bring up my vocabulary bag.
Hello.
That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna leave the swear bag at home and actually bring the SAT words.
We finna be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
gonna like it, but
look at that. That's a team motherfucking player right there. Like my goal is Germantown Library because like I think it's just like it's a swanky ass venue is what I want. But if it can't be that, we're gonna figure it the fuck out. I still want like the idea is that we do some form of charity if we're gonna make folks appear in person. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll get there in like 5 episodes or so as far as like getting like the blueprint together, but like come on, hey, HHYM is gonna be in your area, you know what I'm saying? So like look forward to that. Back came out on 10 Talk 4, came out in 2022. You know what I'm saying? So Beat Butcher, Derringer, Stove, Benny, we see you, we respect you. Shout out Buffalo, New York. It's been a time. Like it's Black History Month, bro. So learn some Black history from a verified source of information. Shout out the Jam, shout out FD Signifier, shout out Lil Bill, shout out Foreign Man in a Foreign Land, shout out Shan Spear, you know what I'm saying? All like the mugs on YouTube, like Black folk putting in the work. Shout out Khadija Ambo, they them pronouns in the chat. All the cast is really just like elevate, shout out Conscious Lee, you know what I'm saying? Shout out For Harriet, you know what I'm saying? This mugs are really like being a book and educating the populace on what's going on outside, bro. Shout out Kev on stage, for real. Yo, shout out Duran Bernard, you know what I'm saying?
Patrick Cloud has a new show that they're doing.
Shout out Pat.
Called Tea and Time. It's
I heard
really
about
good.
that, John. Yeah. Yo, shout out Scott Evans, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hear More, you know what I'm saying? Shout out who Kev funny vegan friend, bro. Who's
Tony Baker?
Shout out Tony Baker, bro.
I mean, he says vegan, bro. I was like, I knew exactly what you're talking about.
The animal videos, man. Shout out all like the Black anime voiceover actors and actresses and such, bro. Shout out Kiana Mai. She finna put out a joint. It's called Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. It's gonna be like a Black take on Sailor Moon with like a woman-loving woman, like romantic subplot, you know what I'm saying? Like mugs, Black people's really changing the world every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Living Abstraction. Shout out
Meg's dropping an anime. You hear about that?
What's that?
Meg's dropping a anime.
I have heard that shit. I'm finna watch it no matter what, bro. Shout out Meg, shout out Clay, you know what I'm saying? I need to see a ring. Hey Clay, respectfully, bro, I need to see a ring. You brought Meg to your mama and daddy. I need a ring. What?
In fairness, Clay already has 3 of those.
Hey, I need a 4th. And that's hey, Clay, you need to add a 4th ring to that collection, brother.
NBA champion, you know how it goes.
You need 4 to be fantastic, Clay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that ain't none of my business though. As long as you happy for real, bro. Meg deserved that shit.
Absolutely.
Shout out to like the whole Los family, bro. That household, bro. Shout out my family, bro. Shout Shout out to your black friends and family if you got some. If you don't, make one for real, for real.
Shout out Frankie Oceans. Shout out Sid the Kid. Sid the Dude.
shout out Taco. Shout out
shout out Haji Beats.
What's called? What's bro real name? Because I know bro used his real name when he was dating Nelly Furtado. What bro name? What Haji name, bro?
I just know him as Haji, man. That's all I know of, man.
Hold on.
And I think they're still dating. Are they?
I don't know. Right in my business for real.
Hey, lucky man.
Gerald. Wait, no, it's not Gerard. What bro's name? What are you changing?
Because Nelly Furtado. Yep.
Respectfully.
Especially these days, boy. Ooh-wee. She is looking.
Relax.
Ladies, respectfully speaking, she looks great.
Hey, shout out Canada, shout out all the Canadian niggas, shout out my boy Willie Versus.
Not all of them, nigga. Hold on.
Listen, there's only one we don't like. We ain't even gonna name him by name, bro. Shout out Chaos, bro. Shout out who's them funny brothers who got the podcast out there. They Canadian and Jamaican. What bro name? They got the you know what I'm talking about, baby? They had that TV show and shit. Oh, it's gonna kill me. Wow.
Got me there. Two Jamaicans.
What bro name is?
I got nothing.
I'm gonna put it in the comments. It'd be like that. Listen, bro. I know I'll be back on the 24th, God willing, with my homegirl from Massachusetts. Shout out my homegirl Leah. I know me and Los going to be back in March. Hopefully twice, God willing. I got 2A. Speaking of like Black History Month, reparations, white people, if you're listening, put some money on a nigga head. I got 2 mutual aid campaigns, 2 GFNs in the joint right now. My sisters need some money. You know what I'm saying? My sisters are my chronically ill sisters need some bread. I know you got some. Don't buy the coffee. Put that on my sister head. Drop the link in the description. If you ain't got no bread, I'm not talking to you. Share the post though. Don't be a jabroni. You smell me? Shout out Ava. You know what I'm saying? She got out the pen. She was talking her shit. She was talking her shit. Fuck yeah. Nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Good for you, Simone. Good for you.
Actually,
I'm gonna miss you as GM.
Hey, bro,
genuinely
enjoy your 20s.
Good for
Respectfully, enjoy your 20s.
Exactly.
Go, be private with your show. We'll see you when we see you, bro. On God.
You do what you was meant to do. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Free Congo. Free the Sudanese, bro. Real hip hop. Man, shout out Hugh, you know what I'm saying? Like local DMV metal, you know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out Pulses, you know what I'm saying? With the period. I interviewed half of them. They're really cool dudes. They're, they black, they're from VA. Shout out to them. Lord have mercy. Shout out Jair, that's Jer. They've been pronouns. Shout out Florida one time, you know what I'm saying? Shout out ska, you know what I'm saying? It's a black genre, you smell me? All music is black. We started that shit. Yeah. Shout out Frankie Knuckles, you know what I'm saying? On some house shit, you see what I'm saying? Shout out my shorty Kai Lynn. Shout out Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? Oh golly. Shout out Freaky Franz from Turnstile, you know what I'm saying? Real Baltimore hardcore shit. Man, shout out good old Los, bro. Putting up with my shenanigans after all this time, bro. Like, I'm very thankful for the homie, you know what I'm saying? Hey, congrats on the employment.
Thank you.
We are getting paid. We are filing our taxes next year. You smell me?
Like, well, I'm still filing my taxes this year. I'm just not getting anything back. It is what it is.
Hey, next year it's gonna be like that next year. You smell me? We cashing our. I'm waiting on that money right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay a medical bill. So shout out to me.
I was sick about that, but yeah. Maryland State. Fuck with me. That's all I'm saying. You know
Westmore. Fuck with Los one time, cuz. You specific. You black. Come on, bro. Throw Los a bag. I know you got some bread.
One time, dog. I love Maryland. Maryland, I thought you loved me too.
Come on, man. Hey, shout out Brandon Scott. Shout out Baltimore again. You smell me?
My final thought, real quick, actually.
Come on.
There was a dude that got kicked off of Blue Sky for tweeting a daily affirmation directed towards, our Black community. And
who we lose?
I forgot his name that fast, but
when this link goes, you gotta drop it in the comments.
His message was nothing can stop, and capital us, from having a good day.
You definitely retweet that. I saw you tweet that.
And he would genuinely post that, and solid, not only in solidarity of our community, but to let us know as Black people, nothing can stop us from having a great day. We are, in charge of our destiny and actions. And so, well, the white people didn't like that, and so they mass reported him and got him kicked off Blue Sky. However, Rudy, who has created the Black Sky server, he also said that he may have been kicked off of Blue Sky. However, he is still capable of being on Black Sky. All he has to do is, find
we'll leave.
Well, my first thought before when I first heard about all this happening was, all right, yeah, Black Sky, a server just ain't enough. The server might not be enough. Like, we may need a whole new app for just for us. Like Spill,
or maybe just back to third spaces in our local towns, bro.
Spill was supposed to be for us, but it was such a chaotic interface that nobody could really get into it. If you have, a more Afrocentric version of Black Sky, not like melanated people did for Facebook, because that didn't work so well either. But if you had, a Black Sky as a standalone app that could, just kind of get us away from the mass majority, and we can, be in our own communities of spaces, that would be dope. For the time being, the server is going to do the job. Nonetheless, Rudy said that, he's still available on the Black Sky server. So all he would have to do was, hop on the server and log in from the server, and he should be fine. He'll have everything still intact. But then people, every just about every Black person that I follow, not only do I follow, but on Black Sky in general, we just started mass posting. Nothing's going to stop us from having a good day, a great day, with the Black solidarity emoji. It's like, we did that in spite of white people constantly wanting to impede in our spaces, and that's the point that I'm getting to. That little like mini rant I had earlier in this episode, it was for a reason. This was the reason. The problem is that white people badly demand that we all be in solidarity because of what's going on in this country, when they're the reason why we're dealing with what's going on in this country. The problem is that white people don't see themselves as a community of people. They see themselves individually. And so you have these, individualist white folks, they get, their panties tied in a bunch because we have a problem with white people as a whole, as a community. And we are telling y'all how y'all can, make things right and get back in every other ethnicity's good graces. Not just ours, other ethnicities' good graces, because that's who they're targeting in the first place. Then we would be able to coexist in these spaces. The thing is that the majority, which is white people, have control over just about every space in this country. And when Black people or Asian people or Latin people, they try to make their own little like pocket space, their own little slice of home, white people got to come in and be like, nah, I need to be included in this space too. And that's not how that's not how that works. And B, that's not how you're going to get other ethnicities to get along with you. Keep in mind, we think that y'all are the motherfuckers that think y'all know too much, but don't really know shit. And that's why y'all are so mediocre as people and have to bring down everybody else in order to make y'all mediocrity look like superiority. This is the issue that we have with y'all. And I'm trying to explain this nicely because I do believe that y'all can get y'all shit together and figure this shit out and make it click to where we all can get along one day. And I really do want that. But that gummit, like, if y'all keep going like this and acting like y'all know what's best for everybody, man, we don't want no parts of y'all. And that's just the God honest truth. Like, y'all can't act like y'all can't completely disregard y'all's racist history of superiority and then still do things that echoes y'all like what y'all used what y'all have a history of doing. You just can't do that. That's just not how that works. And we can't allow that to work like that. I know that, you know, this administration has turned the Constitution on its head by saying, you know, we're going to do what we want to do. And if y'all don't like it, tough titty, because this is the plan. This is what we're doing. And the Constitution, Bill of Rights, none of that, all that be damned. We'll use that to our advantage, not to y'all's. This is our document now. Yeah, we'll do whatever we see fit with it. I get that. I get that we see that. But y'all can't perpetuate that shit either and not even 100% realize it. And when somebody points that out to you, you go, no, you're wrong. We ain't gonna get along like that. So with that being said, to the Caucasian people in this country, and there are a lot of, you know, Caucasian people that already understands this and understands the plot, and they understand the plot, and so they actually, you know, act accordingly, and in turn we actually do allow them into our spaces because we know that they're cool and they're not here to antagonize. They're here to not only learn, but they're also here to genuinely, in good faith, immerse themselves in our community of people without appropriating it. There are white people out there like that. Plenty of them, actually. But it goes back to the rest of the majority of people that think that, you know, we can just disregard everything that's wrong about y'all because y'all think y'all are so perfect and just and that y'all are better than everyone. And so we got to just rock with whatever y'all do. And it's like, nah, it can't be like that. Case in point, there's one lady that told me on Blue Sky that there was a meeting in Minneapolis, I believe, about what are we going? No. Or maybe it was Minneapolis. I want to say this was after Philando Castile, and they had a meeting about, you know, what are we going to do about this police brutality situation? And the person leading this meeting was white, and they would only answer, you know, white people's questions or suggestions. Black people raising their hand, they just completely looking over them. And it's like, we're the ones that are dealing with this shit, not y'all. Like y'all just got introduced to this recently, but we've always been the ones having to deal with this. And then we're trying to, you know, suggest how we can possibly deal with this, and maybe y'all can help us out with that. And y'all just completely disregard us. What are we doing at that point? Y'all need to really, you know, think about that and really figure it out, because if not, segregation doesn't sound too bad anymore, so long that we start off legitimately equal, because that was the problem the first time. Here.
It's not going to happen. That was the problem
the first time. That whole separate but equal bullshit was
it'll never happen in this lifetime.
Was fraudulent. So like if we all broke off like right today, with everything that we have now and everything that they have now, Black people, and they made it a fair competition and didn't burn shit down at every turn,
which they will.
We would outperform white America. I promise you, we would, because we already have the mentality to work twice as hard just to get to where y'all are.
We'd have to actually show some like we'd actually have to show some like significant like there's still like we have a lot of work to do as a community to even get that far. And I don't believe that we've done that yet. It could be done, and like we're fighting so that can even be possible in our own communities at this particular time. But like,
the thing is, we need each other, and
it's true. I'll never like disagree with that. That's for fucking sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's the God honest truth. As much as we like are essentially fed up with white people, and we're at the point where we're just like, you know what? We'll sit on the bench. Y'all go ahead and try to play this game and win the game, because y'all didn't listen to us in the first place. Why would we continue to unite and work with y'all when we told y'all in the first place, hey, it doesn't even matter what the fuck Kamala Harris' politics are at this point. Y'all make sure this motherfucker doesn't get back in office, because he shouldn't have been in the ballot in the first place. That was the assignment. Like, I can't stress that shit enough.
I want to say something. I want to say this.
Agendas. I want to say this. This is how we got to where we're at.
I want to say this. Lurinati said it best, that we should have picked the opponent. We actually cheers. Love you so much. Lurinati said it best. If we were actually like kind of talking to each other, not at each other, the idea was that we should have picked the opponent we could have beaten. VP Harris. But like
bingo.
We were like now that we're here now, we have to establish what we've got and protect one another from,
because this motherfucker's the boss level now. Because y'all thought 2016 was
it's okay. We know they know that, and if they don't know that now, they will know that. But like,
dog, motherfuckers are still acting like they don't know that, man.
Since we're here now, like day 15 of Black History Month, we gotta gather all that we've got, back it up, and get the fuck offline. You know what I'm saying? Again, like we say that at the end of every episode: water, mask up, self-love, talk to your motherfucking neighbors. Talk to one.
Fuck all that, man. Listen to me. Listen to Black people.
That too.
We know. Number 5. Because history echoes within our community. So we know y'all better than y'all know yourselves, because y'all show us who y'all are every single day of a lot of our, if not a lot, all of our lives.
Right now.
So we know how y'all get down, and we trying to tell y'all how to beat this enemy, because the enemy is one of y'all. And so we know how to beat this motherfucker. Y'all just don't want to listen. Y'all think y'all know better. And y'all haven't been in the field like we've been in the field, because we've been in the field since we were brought here.
Against our will.
And that was a goddamn 1600s. You see how long we've been fighting? We had to deal with slavery. We had to deal with civil rights. We just wanted civil rights. We just wanted to be equal. Like, just simple. We had to, deal with fucking guard dogs and fire hydrants for that. And y'all still choose not to listen to us. It just absolutely baffles me, bro. It really does.
That's true. I tell you what,
listen to Black people.
I got my real ID. I'm finna get my passport. And once I got that shit, I'm gonna get another one.
Bro,
bug out bag in the basement.
At this point, they're telling you to get a passport just so they can, shut down people getting passports. They are toying with us. They are taunting us. This is much like ICE waiting outside the fucking courts while people are trying to get their citizenship. They tell you to get a citizenship, but the moment you go to get that motherfucker, you getting arrested by ICE. They are telling you to do stuff that they know you can't do, because they're shutting that down for you. They're trying to rig midterms, and so they can say, so Trump can dick ride his own self and say that this was a great turnout. I won legitimately. It was a landslide. That's for his ego. Rigging the election, much like Elon Musk admitted to them doing with this past election. It's exactly how Trump gets to suck his own dick. That's exactly how. And motherfuckers keep talking about, we need to do this, that, and the third in midterms. Okay, cool. Y'all go ahead and do that in midterms. Because guess what's
if you actually have a fucking plan,
he's gonna rig that shit. And the vote that you had ain't gonna be the vote that you made.
Yeah, like I think the idea is like Team Blue, you demos play to win. And like from what we've seen for like the last 5 years,
they play to avoid losing. That's the problem.
Yeah, but you play to win. And like respectfully, if you are a sitting member of Congress, remember the rules don't apply to you. Act accordingly. Tim Walz, you're a fucking coward. You wanted to be the VP and you're folding. Utilize your privilege, utilize your power, because if you take a bold stand, if you're standing on like on justice, if you're really like, oh, I'm putting my big boy pants on and like I'm finna stand for my constituents, mugs are gonna stand in line behind you or maybe even protect you if you don't want to be a fucking coward. You old and shit and you want to like fold, give that job up, resign and go beat your babies if you really want to like stay in the crib. I won't. Hey, if you really want to fold, I need you to fold. Otherwise, hey, don't try to justify you being. If you scared, say that, because I'm scared. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a level with you, dog. I no longer have faith in the Democratic Party because they're some high road ass motherfuckers.
You're out of here. You're like you're a joke to me, dog.
And they're not a bunch of people. They're not a group of people that hate to lose. We need people that hate to lose because they got people that hate to lose.
Put something on the line. Put something on the line right now. You know what I mean?
These mammoths have a playbook to avoid losing. And y'all just trying to high road. They don't care about high roads. They don't care about class or morality or anything like that. They can care less about that. All they care about is that they have an affluently ran country that is white-centric and most likely pedophilic. So, like, that's all they care about. That's all they want to do. They don't give a fuck about your morals. And y'all need to understand that. Y'all need to really, like, start thinking like these Bamas in order to get some type of win, because again, all this high roading, we're better than this. Listen, man, I'm tired of people saying America is better than this. No, the fuck
never has
been.
Not.
No, the fuck. Again, listen to black people. No, never America hasn't. As a matter of fact, Germany is swagger jacking America again.
They took notes on our they took notes on our fuck shit and like, yeah, we can do that too.
That's how we got Nazis, because Germany was swagger jacking America.
These them cats in white hoods. Wait, I want to we are wrapping up on 2 hours of stream time.
Yeah.
The last time Rob Primus and I were in the same vicinity, they were having a chat with a friend and getting real emotional about how white folks are like, what do I do? And Rob was like, black folks, when we have next to nothing, we really flip shit. We really find a way out of no way. While they were having a very serious conversation.
While y'all sit and call us thugs.
No, because I was sitting next to them while they were really just holding court on the telephone. And while they was talking, a very important friend of theirs is like, damn, stamps got cut off. And they was like, hey, we finna still make a way, because that's what black people do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's and it's just when I heard that shit, I'm like, oh, that means I need to step my shit up. Because I'm frightened and I'm very world weary. I'm very pessimistic. But my buddy back home in Moco just had their first baby. I met the baby and I'm like, aww, there's no fucking way I could ever give up. Because even for homeboy to be born, he shouldn't have even been alive. And he's so beautiful, bro. And I'm I refuse to ever give up, because I had a very good life. I'm very thankful for the ways my parents sacrificed so much so I can be in this moment with you. How could I ever fucking give up? when like bro was like, you want to give him the bottle? And I'm like, I'm fighting back tears right now because I love him so much. Because I'm like, bro, he has so much hope in his heart for his little family. He's like one of the few guys that I know in my life that played by the rules and he earned it. Like happy wife, beautiful home, a job he can count on, like a nice car. And I'm like, I want to quit.
He did it right.
Fuck no.
It gives you hope.
Fuck no, man.
That gives you hope. Like that gives you the motivation.
He deserves a fair shake at this shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I refuse to give up, man. So like,
and we need a better tomorrow for these kids.
That's the last like call to action, bro. Like we can't fucking quit, man. Like if you don't have like again like the last stream we had when I'm like, oh, like to like pursue evil is like a coward's way out. You know what I'm saying? You're stupid if you're choosing to be evil. But like if you want like to walk the path of righteousness and you don't have the strength to even get out of the bed, please cry out for help because a lot of motherfuckers want to help you get over. They want to like, get you across the finish line. Just out of the goodness out of their hearts, bro. Don't fucking quit. Just reach out your hand and someone's gonna fucking take it. If there is light, it'll fucking find you, bro. I promise. Like, I shouldn't even be alive. I almost got clapped trying to catch the bus a couple days ago.
Jesus, you didn't tell me about that.
Long story short, I take 2 buses to get to work. I hop off bus 1, and bus 2 was around the corner. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna catch this shit. I start running. You know my body. I'm 6'3", about 200 pounds. I'm always masked up. I got a big black jacket on. I'm trying to shout the guy down at the stop, hold the bus for me. I'm loud. Mug coming out the spot, he sees a black guy running at him. He go for his waistband. But his blood is like, he catching the bus. Chill. I don't fault bro for that. He's trying to protect himself, which is why he's got the yapper on him.
Exactly.
Like, the way they kind of built this world around us to kind of like fear one another is why he simply went to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I called out to bro like, I'm so sorry. As I'm trying to hop on this bus and make my little like pocket of change. We all just trying to fucking survive, bro. So like every day that I'm still waking up, breathing, arms working, legs working, mouth working, we have to get to fucking work. And the motherfuckers who have the strategy, who've done, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to hear that here. But like, the people who know what we can do to save this fucking planet, they have made their information publicly available and they want to take that from you. Listen, learn, verify your sources, and get the fuck offline. It's Haystack Hates Your Music. I'm Chris. That's Los. We fucking love you. We'll be back in March. Say bye, Los.
All right, man. Y'all be easy and take care of yourselves.
Peace and love. Black power, baby.